Hi class, so today for Module 10 I have the questions to answer, and the first one was, what experiences have you had with interactive technologies as a student or teacher? So I will talk about, as a para, the experiences that I have had. So I have a lot of experience with interactive whiteboards, and I work with kindergarten, 2nd grade, and 5th grade. And so I think the best use out of the interactive whiteboards is in the 5th grade classrooms, because I'm only in there for math, but for math they use it for every lesson. So the teacher pulls up the lesson on the interactive board, and she can write directly on that board with her little marker along with the lesson, and then flip each page just as she's looking in a book. So it saves a lot of time, and every kid can follow along very easily with the interactive smart or whiteboard. So, but with kindergarten, it's fun for them to use, but I don't think they get the best use out of the purpose of an interactive whiteboard. So I don't think it's worth the money for kindergarten classrooms, but that's just my opinion. And then the second question is, which rendition of the interactive whiteboard and remote would you choose, and why? So for the whiteboard, I would choose the SmartTech. Every school that I've been to as a student or as a para uses this brand of SmartTech, and so that just shows you that they are what most schools go to, so there's got to be a reason that they're so well liked and popular. And I have a lot of experience with them, so if I got one of those in my classroom, I would know exactly how to work it, how to fix some of the issues that it has, etc. So I think it'd be really easy for me to transition in a classroom. If I were to get one, I would choose that one because that's what I'm most familiar with. And so for a remote, I would choose the iClicker Plus. For an elementary level classroom, it only has 6 buttons, including the power button. So very, very, very simple layout. And the options A, B, C, D, or E, those are very well, you can see them right there. They're big, bold. And for elementary school level, I think the best use of clickers are only a multiple choice. So that's why I think the iClicker Plus is the best option. And then, what interactive app did you like the most? I liked Kahoot, again, because many teachers that I know use Kahoot, and so I know that they're reliable, and I know kids love using it. And I also think it's really cool that you can assign assignments. As a teacher, you can assign assignments to students on Kahoot, so that you can kind of get feedback on how they are learning the lesson, or how they are using Kahoot, and if they're using it to their best abilities. And then if I could choose just one interactive thing for my classroom, which would I choose? And I would definitely choose the whiteboard, just because you can do so many cool things on there compared to a clicker or the app. I know whiteboards are probably the most expensive, but if the school districts offered them, I would be in favor of them. I think you can do a lot of things. It helps with classroom organization and kids being able to see what is going on while teaching the lesson. And I think that's just great about that. And then number 3, what were your thoughts and what did you learn after reading the article? So my thoughts is, it didn't surprise me that test scores were higher with using clickers. Children, especially at the age of 2nd grade, are more interested in learning and trying their best, I have found in my personal experience, with using technology compared to sitting there reading a book, or sitting there doing a paper test, etc., or listening to the teacher ramble on and on. So I think children are more apt to try harder if they get to use technology, and clickers are just a good way of testing kids. And then also, if when students were asked if they thought clickers helped them, and 55% said, yes, I think clickers helped me get a better test score, that didn't surprise me, because it's almost like a placebo effect. They're given this and they really think it really does help them, when really it just might even give them a confidence booster, and they just perform better on their tests. And then I also learned that a good reason why clickers may improve test scores is because they provide immediate results. So, say you're doing a review for a test, and one question gets asked on the board, and you see your students' immediate results, and you see a bunch of red lights, meaning a lot of them got it wrong. Immediately, you can go back and re-explain that part of the lesson, answer questions, etc., so they get those immediate results to place in their memories, which I think is very important. And then, do you think you would have similar results if you utilized clickers in your future classroom? Yes, I do. Even though I want to work with kindergarten, but I could just picture myself in 4th and 5th grade, because I think that's the best time for kids to be able to use clickers, is when they get older. I do think that it would really give the students a boost of confidence, and allow them to get those immediate results in order to perform better on the test. So thanks for listening.